Let's do this right quick. They trying to push John Fetterman out from Pennsylvania. They want him to step down because he ain't holding a leftist Democrat party line, and they pushing it off as his mental health. You know how it go. But when the Republicans said something about it, it's like, why y'all trying to get him out of here? Why you trying to? What happened to includes? Yeah, this, that, and other. Y'all suck. Now they doing worse than what Team Red done when he first came to a Senate hearing wearing a sweatsuit.
Walter Reed Hospital last year because he was battling depression. He was
Hold
in
on.
Walter Reed for about 6 weeks.
Come on, man. Start over. How do we do this?
The report, according to his former chief of staff, was that Fetterman is no longer following that strict medical regimen that was outlined by his doctors and is demonstrating erratic and reckless behavior, according to his former chief of staff, Adam Gentleson, who went public in that New York Magazine report. I asked Fetterman about that and about whether he is indeed following that protocol and whether he can actually fill out his term, which ends at the end of 2028.
My reaction is it's a one source hit piece, and it involved maybe 2 or 3 anonymous disgruntled staffers saying just absolute false things.
Have you been keeping up with that, taking your medication?
I want to. My doctors are like, John is great, and I am on all of the plan that it's always been, and it's incredibly invasive. And why are people talking about anyone's personal medical things?
So you've only been treated for depression, not for being bipolar?
No, I haven't. But I've been very front and center about with depression. Absolutely, none of these other things. And it's like, so someone that was trying to accumulate my medical records and leak those things. That's part of this weird grudge for this hit piece.
You fully plan to serve your full term here in the Senate?
Come on, of course, that's obviously, everybody understands I was treated for depression.
Yeah. He did say it was too early to say whether he would run for re-election in 2028. He is getting some support, though, from a lot of his colleagues who are pushing back at those allegations. But nevertheless, despite what Fetterman said about his former chief of staff who worked with him while he was going through that bout with depression, I asked Adam Gentleson, the former chief of staff, about what Fetterman just said. He said, quote, "I stand by what I said, and I hope he gets the help he needs."
Man, look here. No, be quiet. Yeah, they trying to get him out of there because he's agreeing with he's even before Orange Man was elected, he was agreeing with a lot of stuff, and they don't like it. Okay, y'all can check it out for yourselves. We already know, and him being a Team Blue member, that them damn Nazis, the Azov Battalion boys. If somebody would have told me that the United States would be openly supporting a Nazi regime, I would at this day I wouldn't have. I would have, even though I'm center right, I'm way more red than I am blue or even purple. But I wouldn't even have believed they would go that far. But here we are. Anyway, let's see what happens with Fetterman.